here at Tiger Stadium. The Panthers would love nothing better than to start their district competition with a win, but the Tigers will do everything they possibly can to keep that from taking place. So the Panthers won the toss and elected to receive, huh? Well, a little different strategy than we've been seeing from most of the teams. If they win the toss here lately, they seem to be deferring to the second half and wanting the ball first in the second half rather than first in the first half. So we will pause momentarily for the invocation and the national anthem.
National anthem, which will be sung by senior Ashley Rye of Oak Grove High School.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we thank you for the privilege, the protection, and the power of prayer. We'd ask you, Lord, to bless this great country in which we live. We'd ask you to protect our men and women in the armed services. We'd ask you tonight, Lord, to bless these young men as they participate in this football game. Be with the fans, help them to be good sports. We'd ask you now, Lord, to forgive us of our sins and our failures. And we'd ask it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight of the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land that is free and the home of the brave.
Ashley Rice singing the national anthem for us this evening. I believe that was Brother Jimbo Herring from Bethlehem Baptist Church with the invocation. Brother Herring having some health problems of late. We wish him the very best, and our prayers are with him. Wes Gamble, one of the coaching staff for the Sterlington Panthers this evening, an Oak Grove Tiger by birth and as a high school player and athlete, and graduating to a coaching position over at Sterlington this year. I think his first year over there, Steve.
Yeah, we got to see Wes during the scrimmage, preseason scrimmage, and be interesting, I guess, for Wes to come back home and play the Oak Grove Tigers on our home turf. Be interesting to see how they respond.
Well, we're about to get underway here tonight. This is the first district game for both of these teams. There are 6 teams in District 5-1A, and they will each play 5 district games. Willie Pepmiller with a high kick, fielded at the 8 and fumbled, but picked up immediately. And he's got lots of room. Willie's got the angle on him, and he misses him. Oh, he turned him in low enough that Warren Cagle and Carter Hopkins could pull him down at the 37-yard line of the Tigers. So Sterlington begins this evening with a successful run back of about 60 yards.
That was number 29, DeMichael Dizer for the Panthers on that run back, Roy, and reminiscent of the problems we saw last week, still having trouble containing on the coverage on those kickoffs. Maybe
yeah,
we'll
and that
kick
kick was plenty high and plenty deep. Need to get on those. So the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage here with Justin Rawls, the quarterback. Justin, the quarterback last year as well. He gives the ball to the fullback, number 25, Mark Davis. Davis gets about 3 on that play. They'll mark it down at the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Ryan Gregory on the stop, the nose guard for the Tiger defensive line. Joined there on the line by Bradley Gwynn and Little Danny Pardon. Warren Cagle and Carter Hopkins are the ends starting the game this evening. Nick Dooley and Lance Tyson are the corners. The safeties are Vern Bankston and Willie Pettmiller, and the middle linebackers Brandon Johnson. And the quarterback keeps. And he's taken down at the 12-yard line by Willie Pettmiller. A gain of 22 on the play by the quarterback, Justin Rawls.
Well, they come out picking up what he left off last week, Roy. The Panthers were on the receiving end of a 41-7 victory over Caldwell last week, and their 3 backs, the quarterback and the 2 running backs, all 3 rushed for over 100 yards last week.
So Rawls opens things up early with a keeper around the left side and scores. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him do that exact same thing again. Instead, they give to the flanker. He's down to the 5-yard line. Willie having to make the tackle again. You know, when your safeties are having to make the tackle, something ain't
That's a sign of trouble
real good.
when your safety has to keep coming up and finishing off the tackles.
That was Ronnie Lowry, number 3 on the carry. And they'll line up here with number 33. That Fernando Hurtado, the tailback normally, in a 2-back set. And the give is to Hurtado. And looks like they got him stopped down real close to the goal line. And they say that makes it 1st and goal to go. So 1st down for the Panthers about the 1-foot line, Steve.
That gives them 4 shots to go a half a yard, Roy. We'll see what our defensive line's made of here.
They look a little stunned right now.
A little shell-shocked.
After the power of the Panther offense shoving that thing down their throat. And number 25, Mark Davis, in for the score over left tackle. So Sterlington on a great run back. A big gainer from the quarterback, Rawls, and then a couple of attempts by Hurtado unsuccessful, and Davis takes it on in from the 2-foot line. Brings the score to 6-0 with 9:48 remaining in the first quarter. On to attempt the extra point is number 58, Doug Nielsen. Good snap, and it's good. So the Panthers take an early 7-0 lead here at Tiger Stadium. We'll be right back with more Tiger football.
Deli Mart Complex, Oak Grove, is your convenient quick...
1 back deep for the Tigers, Eric Newman and Guy Smith. Well, the Tigers have been scored on first in a couple of games so far, Steve. We'll see how they handle this particular instance as Sterlington comes in here tonight, fired up and ready to play some ball. An excellent kick, way better than anything we've seen so far this year out of our opposition. So the Tigers will get the ball at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for their very first possession of the evening. 9:48 showing on the clock here in the first quarter, and the score already, Sterlington 7, Oak Grove nothing.
Roy, the Panther fans are fired up. The players are fired up. They needed that coming out early to get the competitive juices flowing. They're going to be hard to run on. They're going to be hard to defend after that faultless drive following a tremendous run back on that kickoff.
It's almost like spotting a team 10 points or 7 points whenever they score that quickly in the ball game. And we know how that is from our side of the ball. but we haven't experienced that a whole lot on the other side. Luke Lancaster is the ball carrier. Forges ahead for about a foot.
Number 56, Josh McMillan, the defensive end for the Panthers, in there quick to make the stop.
So second down and a short 10. As Ty Rollinson brings the Oak Grove Tigers up to the line of scrimmage, Luke Lancaster is playing the fullback position. Eric Newman in at tailback. And Rollinson keeps the ball, makes it down near the 30-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 29.5-yard line, just short of a first down by about a foot. That'll bring up third down and short.
The Panther punter, number 1, Mark McLeod, dragging Ty down with assistance from number 14, Derek Davis.
McLeod playing the middle linebacker position for the Panthers. They're playing basically the same defense as Oak Grove. Rollinson on the keeper. He has the first down and a little more. So Ty Rollinson, after a 9-yard gain, gets another 6.5 down to the 36-yard line. First down, Tigers. The two quarterbacks doing the lion's share of the rushing here so far this evening.
This Panther team is a relatively young team, Roy. They lost, I don't know, somewhere around 15 seniors last year. And as I look down the lineup here, they have very few seniors on the roster.
Tigers looking to throw, looking right. He has Newman. Oh! Slightly overthrown. Late hit out of bounds, no flag, as it wasn't a real hard hit. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Pass intended for Eric Newman. The coverage provided over there by Derek Davis, number 14 for the Panthers. And Roy Hurtado, number 7. Well, now then we've got Guy Smith lined up in the flankers position. Over on the left side looks like Montellis Kraft. No, that's Luke Johnson over there.
Well, it's just not starting out well, Roy. Eric got the handoff and nobody touched him. He just feet slipped out from under him. He went down.
So Newman, after a slip forward of a yard, it'll be third down and 9 as the Tigers find themselves in a third and long situation here on their first offensive possession tonight. 7.5 minutes remaining. They trail 7-0. 2 men wide to the left. Rollinson is in hot pursuit, and he's not going to be able to throw it. Thrown for a loss of 3 on the play back to the 34-yard line is Ty Rollinson. That'll bring up 4th and 11. And the punting unit will come on for the Tigers.
Number 32, Chandon Sims, running Ty down and being able to drag him down from behind.
Well, we've seen that quite a bit here so far this year. The Tiger offensive having just a little bit of difficulty moving the ball successfully. Willie gets a late snap. Decent punt. Lance Tyson will watch it fall out of bounds down near the 25-yard line, and it'll be first down Panthers at their own 25 as no run back on the punt.
Paul, the touchdown, I saw Ryan Gregory, our senior leader on defense, over on the sideline, had the forces rounded up, giving them instructions. We'll see if he was able to get through on this series here.
Gregory, Moffitt, and Pardon are the 3 defensive linemen. Carter Hopkins and Warren Cagle at the ends as the Panthers come out for their second offensive possession with 6:39 remaining, and the score is 7-0 Panthers. Rawls takes the ball, gives to the halfback, Hurtado, running out of that halfback set. Gains about 2 on the play down to the 22-yard line.
Number 77, Keith Moffitt, and number 67, Carter Hopkins in there to make the stop for the Tigers.
Well, folks, it's again just an outstanding night for football. Temperature seems to be in the 60s, the upper 60s, lower 70s right now. It is clouding up as we expect a little rain tomorrow. And the Panthers are not letting it cloud up. Oh, Vern Bankston catches Rawls in the backfield, brings him down at the 26, a loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Good job that time by Ryan Bankston.
Rawls tried that option to the near side, and Ryan wasn't going to be taken by that. He held his ground and was in on the tackle for the Tigers.
Nobody blocked him that time. He was able to get in there and make the stop. Out wide to the right is Lowry, number 3. To the left, number 7, Hurtado. And the quarterback, Rawls, keeps the ball. Dooley misses him. And Pittmiller hits him at the 30. Drives him out of bounds at the 29-yard line. That's the exact same play. And evidently Bankston is biting on something and not coming out there to cover that. And I'm really not sure what he was after other than just suspicion of a pass over the middle or something.
Well, he's obviously found a weakness on that left side, and he's exploiting it. That's twice now he's done that. I don't know. We're going to have to make some changes, I would think, and then be able to shore up on that outside corner. They just can't let them get outside. We know that speed is one of our weaknesses, and they'll exploit that if they get outside on us.
1st down at the 29. They give the ball to Hurtado, and he picks up about a half a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 5 minutes remain now in the first quarter of play. The Tigers unsuccessful on their first offensive attempt. After 1 first down, they failed to convert again, had to punt the ball away. And the Panthers now have come from the 25 all the way down to the 29 of the Tigers. Rawls takes the snap, gives to, no, he's going to throw. Throws over the middle to nobody in particular. Lance Tyson down there guarding Lowry. I guess Lowry was the intended receiver.
He pumped once, and I think he may have been just throwing it away. He didn't have an open receiver, and rather than take the sack, he just tossed it in the end zone out of reach of anybody.
So the Tigers have them 3rd and 10 from the 29. And the Panthers haven't had to throw much because they've been able to be so successful on the ground. That one throw was incomplete, and they won't do it again. Hurtado coming around the left side, pulled down at the 16-yard line for a 1st down. There was holding on the play, but no flag, obviously. Carter Hopkins being held sufficiently there by the offense, and I don't know why you can't see that, Steve.
Well, they're just doing a heck of a job on that left side, holding or not. They're just not allowing our guys in to be able to make any impact, and they're just taking the cornerback completely out of the play.
And that's the keeper again. And guess what? Dooley saves the touchdown at the 2, but that has got to be stopped. Our defensive, right side of our defensive line is just not getting the job done.
No, it's they're going to continue to exploit it until we find some way to plug that hole over there. We got a couple of our younger guys, Nick at corner and Carter at end on that side, and they're just being taken out of the play completely.
So we can expect to see Hurtado on this one. 1st and goal to go from the 2. And that's Hurtado, but he's stopped immediately by Willie Pittmiller. So he just barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage before Willie shoots the gap and stops Hurtado for a gain of 0. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal. A little over 3 minutes left here as the Panthers in the red zone threatening to score again. Tigers defense challenged early here in the ball game. And it'll be there it is again.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Bankston was flat on his back. Mark Davis, the fullback or halfback, came through there and just took him completely out of the play, and you cannot afford that. Ryan has absolutely got to get around that block.
Yeah, give them credit. They're doing an effective job of blocking on that side. They've exploited a weakness, and we'll see how Coach deals with it.
13-0. The kick is good. 14-0 with 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. The Sterlington Panthers have taken an early lead. We'll be back with more football in just a moment.
The Western Auto Store in Oak Grove is located across from Oak Grove High School. Billy Ray and Tamara
Need a special gift?
And we're back with 3 minutes remaining. Sterlington kicking off. Mark McLeod handling the kicking chores for the Panthers. The extra points being converted by number 58, Doug Nielsen. And it's a low, boring kick. Eric Newman takes it at the 1-yard line, cuts back across the field. Very little blocking. And he makes it up to about the 22-yard line before being tackled there by number 14, Derek Davis.
Well, I think they've caught our fans in just disbelief over there. Of course, we're standing over on the visitor side. A lot of racket over here, but our fans over on the far side just look shell-shocked.
As the Tigers trail 14-0. They take over with the ball at the 23-yard line, 1st down and 10. The second offensive possession for the Tigers. They handled the ball cleanly in that first possession. They just couldn't seem to get anything done with it. And Rollinson throws to Newman over there on the left side. Eric Newman lining up over there as a wide out. A gain of about 5 on the play, down to the 27-yard line. Goes Eric T. Newman. That'll be 2nd and 5 from the 27.
It was just a swarm of white jerseys once Eric caught that ball.
And the Tiger offensive unit coming on here to see if they can counter all of the offensive activity on the Panthers side of the ball. Lancaster with the ball. Struggles forward to about the 30-yard line, maybe just a little beyond the 30. Luke back after being out for a while with an injured ankle. Able to play this evening and starting there in the fullback position for the injured Drew Sullivan.
I saw Drew warming up before the game. He looked like he was at full speed. We'll see if he gets a chance to play.
Rollinson keeps, makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and a short 3, and they send on the punting unit.
That offensive line just collapsed. We had seen a lot of improvement last week with our offensive line. The number of plays where our tackles were downfield looking for somebody to hit. Just a marked improvement over previous games. On that particular play, the line just collapsed.
A very high snap. Willie's able to pull it down. Kicks a real high kick. Takes a bad bounce. Now a good bounce.
I believe we're going to get
Caught
a
by
roughing,
Brandon Johnson at the 48.5-yard line of the Tigers.
Kicker.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker against the Panthers as Willie was hit after kicking the ball. And the Panthers will be assessed. No, that'll be 1st down Tigers, I guess.
1st down, yeah.
So the Panthers, a very costly mistake, gives the Tigers a 1st down at the 45-yard line, a 15-yard penalty, roughing the kicker. It's a good thing. It was a short punt, would have given them real good field position for their third offensive attempt. And the Tigers instead retain possession of the ball with less than a minute to play here in the first quarter.
I don't think the Panther fans agreed with that call.
And the fumble on the play picked up by Newman. And he was already being ridden hard by the middle linebacker, Mark McLeod, number 1. And they'll mark it at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be, no, I'm sorry, they'll mark it at the 40. It'll be 2nd and 15 after the fumble. And the ball was intended for Luke Lancaster, and he just didn't find the handle.
Just couldn't find the handle on it.
So the Tigers have 2nd and 15, staring them in the face here from their own 40-yard line. Rollins.
Josh McMillan, big defensive end.
McMillan able to jump up, knock the ball down, incomplete. 3rd and 15 from the 40. Pass intended over there on the left side for Luke Johnson. Unable to get the ball to him. Ty took a short drop and a quick toss. And the offensive unit finding this Panther defense pretty difficult. Now it's a long drop. It's a screen to Henderson. He's on his knees. A loss of 4 on the play. Back to the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down and 19 yards.
And we'll close the book on this quarter, Roy. The time runs out.
Be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
Ruffin Building Systems at 69-14.
Putting the ball away after a failed offensive effort, even with a 15-yard roughing the kicker penalty, giving the ball back to the Tigers. With about a minute remaining, the Tigers able to squander that and turn the ball over again. A good punt that time by Pep Miller. Tyson pulls it down at the 27-yard line where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10. Willie doing a good job that time of getting the ball downfield.
Willie's done a good job of kicking all season for us. That's one thing we can count on when it seems like maybe our offense is off or defense is off. Our kicking game is generally pretty much on.
Well, the Panthers on their 3rd possession here are going to run a couple up the middle. Then the quarterback's going to keep it, go over the left side for a big gain.
I think you may be right.
Rawls takes the snap and comes to the right side this time. And guess what? He had lots of traffic, but he was able to get through. And guess what? Willie was blocked out of the play. Gregory, the nose guard, has to come out, back out the line of scrimmage to make the tackle, and Willie assists. Somebody's not doing a job out there tonight, Steve. I don't know. I think there's more than 2 ball players on the field for the defensive unit.
I haven't picked up the blocking yet. I can't imagine that the Sterlington offense is doing that effective job of blocking, but obviously they are.
Well, another 1st down for the Panthers out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Here is the second quarter begins as they lead 14-0 against the Tigers right here on their home ground. Rawls looks to throw, and he's grabbed by Warren Cagle, but he gets the ball away anyway, and then hit by Danny Pardon after the pass is thrown incomplete.
It's amazing, Roy, that he could even get the pass off. Warren had locked his arm up, and he still managed to power it through and get the ball pretty good ways down the field.
Warren Cagle was in there early that time, and Rawls was able to avoid him. And Warren reached out and grabbed his jersey, and I thought had his right arm pinned, but obviously not as he got the ball away. 2nd and 10 from the 37 come the Sterlington Panthers. And Rawls caught in the backfield that time. Back to the line of scrimmage comes Jeremy Rawls. Or not Jeremy, Justin Rawls. Well, they say he picked up a yard down to the 38-yard line. Jeremy Kitchens coming up that time from his
amassed over 500 yards on the ground. 3 different guys rushing for over 100 yards. The quarterback, Justin Rawls, alone rushed for 161 yards.
3rd and 9. And Rawls has the ball. It's stripped away, but Sterlington recovers for a gain of 4 on the play, down to the 41-yard line. But it'll be 4th down and a long 6. So they will bring in the punter, number 86. Or I'm sorry, 86, Josh Edwards.
Eric Newman back for the Tigers to receive. This is an important series. We need to make a big play here and shift the momentum just a little bit.
Eric Newman back to receive. Long count. And it's angled toward the sidelines, bounces out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
They don't want to kick, Derek.
That was 88, Josh Bonner doing the punting. 9.5 minutes remain as the Tigers will take over at their own 30-yard line, trailing 14-0. Obviously, the Tigers haven't been able to move the ball successfully against the Sterlington defense this evening. And I'm not really sure why necessarily, because Sterlington really hasn't, been getting good penetration or, dominating the line or anything of that nature. We've just not been able to move the ball.
He's going to go.
Robinson for a long gain and a possible touchdown. Over Ty Robinson on a 70-yard run from scrimmage on 1st down. Boy, did we need that.
We needed that. Nothing else, Roy, just to stop the momentum that Sterlington had built up and to get us back within 1 score of making this game even again.
Folks, you've heard us talk a lot about the lack of effective speed for the Tigers. Well, he just simply outran everybody in the defensive backfield that time. There were 2 men that had the angle on him when he first got started. Flag on the play.
We'll get another chance on this, it looks like, Roy, and a good thing because it was a bad snap.
It was a bad snap, but it's against the Tigers. And they'll back Willie up 5 yards and say, try it again there, boys. And illegal procedure penalty. So now Willie will attempt the extra point from about the 15-yard line, about a 25-yard extra point attempt. And a good snap this time and a good kick.
Much better.
7-14 is the score with 9:19 remaining in the second quarter of action here at Tiger Stadium. We'll be right back with more Tiger football in just a moment.
Deli Mart Complex.
We're set to kick off. Back deep for the Panthers. Number 20. I can't tell, Steve.
I believe
22
it's number 20,
and 29.
20.
And 29 catches the ball and steps out of bounds at the 6.5-yard line. So a mistake that time by
Michael Dizer, number 29.
And seemingly thinking that he could make something out of that, and the momentum of the kick kind of carried him out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a mental mistake that can cost you, and he realizes he messed up there.
1st and 10 are the Panthers from the 6.5-yard line. Call it the 7. I'm anxious to see how they do here. It's obvious that Justin Rawls going to keep the ball a lot tonight. He gives to Hurtado, who hits that wall over there on the right side at about the 8-yard line. Well, actually, looks like they're going to mark it almost at the 10. One official's got him at the 8, one at the 9, and one at the 10.
Yeah, I believe he managed to get through the line, and then they closed up real quick, and then the push backwards.
It'll be 2nd down and a short 8, excuse me, as Sterlington hits that middle of that line. They'll hit it one more time before Rawls probably brings it around the end again. And now he's going to try it. Rawls keeps down to about the 12.
Well, they tried to go outside, Roy, and maybe we've made some adjustments over there to try to close that off, keep him from rounding that corner.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 after a 3-yard run by Rawls, number 10. Bradley Gwynn, Ryan Gregory, and Danny Pardon on the line this particular defensive set. Panthers having had tremendous success running the ball, and they throw it up, and incomplete. Pass intended for number 33, Fernando Hurtado, and Willie Petmiller on the coverage. Hitting Hurtado after the ball goes way over his head, unable to catch it.
I guess you'd call Rawls a passing quarterback. Last year he threw for over 1,000 yards. We know he can run. We've seen that, so he's obviously a well-rounded athlete.
Back to punt, Josh Bonner, number 88 for the Panthers. Back to receive is Eric Newman. The last time he punted, it wasn't a real good one. And again, a short punt. It was a good bounce, though, down to the 39 or 41-yard line. Newman picks it up, and he's on his feet and gone.
There he goes.
Eric T. Newman, one man to beat, and Bonner catches him. The punter had to come up there and make the save at the 15-yard line. Eric making something out of nothing there.
Yeah, they tried their best not to kick to him, and they don't know, they probably know now that if you get that ball anywhere around Eric, he's going to pick it up and run it.
Amazing hands for a bouncing football. I can't catch one sitting still, much less when it's bouncing end over end.
He's incredible. Incredible hands.
Drew Sullivan in the ball game, folks. Drew with a sprained ankle last week down at Faraday. Timeout being signaled by the coaching staff, and
I wish they'd have got it.
I do too. Eric Newman thrown for a loss of 1 on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Wes Gamble was desperately signaling for timeout over here on the Panther sideline, and the referees didn't see it.
So the Panther coach is not getting their wish, but getting a good result anyway. One of the Panthers over there calling for Ralph on the near sideline as the Tigers go 2nd and 11 from the 16. Rollinson pitches to Newman over the left side. He's hit, but he's up, and all the way down to the 6-yard line goes Eric T. Newman. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1 after a 10-yard gain by Eric Newman.
Number 3, Ronnie Lowry, saving the touchdown for the Panthers on that play.
And the Tigers threatening to score again here at 6.5 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Hopefully we can punch it in from here. It is 3rd down and 1. Rollinson keeps, has the 1st down, and scores. Touchdown, Ty Rollinson.
That's incredible.
Dragging a man like a tractor.
Ty just picked his way through that hole. The lineman did a good job of blocking for him, and Ty refused to be denied.
So with 6:10 remaining, the Tigers score again. It's 13-14. Petmiller on to attempt the extra point. I wasn't going to say much about it because I don't want anybody to think we're making any excuses. Willie turned his ankle yesterday in practice, roughing the kicker. Number 36, Donald Flintroy. Matter of fact, the ball was in the uprights when Flintroy hit Willie. Personal foul, 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff.
Point was good in spite of the interference. Tie the game up at 14 all.
Willie with his ankle heavily wrapped decided to go ahead and play this evening. 14-14 is the score, as we'll be back in just a moment with the kickoff.
The Western Auto Store in Oak Grove is located...
All the scoring for the Tigers, and the ball is kicked into the end zone. Touchback. And the Panthers will take over on 20.
Roy, you was modest in your compliments with Willie, but I tell you what, Willie has done an outstanding job all year. We don't talk about him as much because we've come to take it for granted, but he's just got an outstanding leg and has been real effective for the Tigers.
Well, it's a part of the game that if you don't have it is important.
You miss it. That's
Yes,
right. If
sir.
you don't have it, you dearly miss it.
Well, as good a job as Willie does, we got a 10-year-old at the house that's about twice as good. We're hoping that he grows up big and strong. And the Panthers running over that left tackle. Gain of about 1.5 on the play. It'll be second down and along 8.
Ryan Gregory, number 78, the team leader for the defensive squad, is taking over down that defensive line. Him and Ryan Bankston in on that tackle.
Well, the Tiger defense has played outstanding football all year long against some of the toughest teams in the area. Farmerville, Faraday, Jonesboro Hodge. Tough schedule. And the Panthers have a first down as Fernando Hurtado is the ball carrier. Down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 10. It'll be first down, Panthers at the 32. Hurtado is a returning player, of course, and did a great job last year for the Panthers as they went into the postseason.
I believe both of these backs are sophomores. Mark Davis, number 25, and Hurtado, both are sophomores behind the senior quarterback.
Rawls gives the ball to Hurtado, and there was a little early jump there by Davis, Mark Davis, number 25, the fullback. So it'll back him up 5. It'll be first and 15 from the 27. Yeah, Sterlington. Hey, what is their record coming into the game tonight?
They're 4-1. Their only loss has been actually to OCS, which they played a good game against OCS, I believe, losing 27-20 against a
That's right, and OCS came back late in the game to win that one. I remember that was early in the year, early in the season. OCS, by the way, playing St. Frederick tonight. This is, of course, Thursday night. Justin Rawls takes the snap, gives to Davis. Davis over the right side and caught over there by Ryan Bankston. After a gain of 4, he'll be back to the 30-yard line. It'll be second and 11.
Good effort by Vern to get over there and lasso him before he could get loose.
Was able to get that big right arm around his waist and pull him down.
Give credit to our team leaders on offense, Roy, Ty Robinson, Eric Newman taking over, taking charge, and getting us back in the ball game.
Well, it's second and long. We need to see if we can get a isolation on that fullback here. He comes around the right side.
Oh, good job.
Pulls him from behind, pulls him down after a gain of 1 on the play. That'll be 3rd and 10. Tremendous play that time. I don't Willie shoots in there and makes the stop.
I don't think Willie's feeling any pain in that ankle right now.
It's amazing what
adrenaline will do a lot to mass pain.
Adrenaline will do, yes, sir. You don't need any painkillers if you can get a little adrenaline flowing. 3rd and 10 from the 31. And the Panthers challenged here now with a long 3rd down conversion attempt, with 3.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Score is tied, 14-14. Gregory jumps a little early, and that may give them 5.
Yeah, they tricked us on that count. They've been going on a set count, and then you could tell he came with a hard count there, and half the line jumped.
So that'll be 3rd and 5 from the 36. Now, what the Tigers have to remember is they didn't gain anything before this, so.
Well, before they probably were in a passing situation. They've got options now with 3rd down and 5.
We can probably look for Rawls to keep the ball here. 3rd down from the 36. He looks to throw, he gets it away, and it's caught. Caught by number 88, that's Josh Bonner. hit immediately by Willie Pittmiller, but the play is good for 14 yards down to midfield at the 50-yard line. The Panthers have a first down.
Good coverage by Willie. The pass was on target. The receiver was where he needed to be, and just a hard pass to defend.
So the chain gang, Little Jerry Harper, Jay Sims, David Carr, and one man from Sterlington move the chains down to the 50-yard line, and this time Rawls makes it to the outside. Kitchens can only man can catch him. He hits him, doesn't get him. Tyson hits him and doesn't get him. Touchdown Sterlington as Justin Rawls on a 50-yard run. No flags on the play. One cleat laying at the 45-yard line, being picked up out there by one of the coaching staff from Sterlington. Well, there it goes again. That quarterback keeper over the right side.
Well, now they're picking on the other side. They were picking on the left side of the line. Now they're going around the right side. The quarterback just has incredible burst of speed there, as he demonstrated.
Nielsen for the extra point. And it's good. 21-14 Panthers with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. We'll be right back.
Ruffin Building Systems at 6914 Highway 2.
For the third time in the ball game, as the Panthers have just scored for the third time. The score is 21-14. Panthers lead the Tigers. Newman and Smith back deep to receive for the Tigers. And McLeod kicks it low down that left side. It'll be fielded by Smith at the 19. Guy Smith avoids one tackler, avoids another, turns back to his right, back to the left, spinning, and down at the 37-yard line.
Good job running by Guy Smith.
An 18-yard run back by Guy Smith gives the Tigers decent field position at their own 37-yard line. Well, we desperately need to score before the half is over in order to even this thing back up before halftime.
Plenty of time. We've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time to make something happen and tie this ball game back up.
Ty Rollinson leads the Tigers onto the field. Luke Lancaster at the fullback position. Eric Newman at the tailback position. Ty keeps the ball, rolls left, throws. He has Henderson, who makes the catch at the 44-yard line of the Panthers and makes it all the way down to the 41 before being pushed out of bounds. That is Henderson's first reception on the year.
Oh, good job. We ran that play last week, fooled everybody. Eric does a fabulous job. Eric Newman does a fabulous job of faking the run up the middle and clears out for the receivers on this side, and Eric Henderson was in place to make the reception. Good job.
Great throw by Ty Rollinson, going the opposite direction, throwing across his body, and it's right on the money. So a gain of about 22 on the play. Tigers have it 1st and 10 from the 41. Rollinson keeps the ball, has room. He's up the left side to the 34-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3 from about the 33-yard line. No, they'll mark it back to 34. So a little under 2 minutes left here. The Tiger offense looking a lot sharper now than they did earlier in the game.
I think they have cleaned the rough edges off and looking a lot cleaner than they did starting out.
Newman split wide to the right, Kraft to the left. We've got the speedsters on the wide outs. The throw is for Newman, and he leads.
Oh, what a catch.
And it will be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it.
No, he say he catches it. Roy Hurtado on the coverage, able to strip it free after he is down. Whistle blows the play dead before the ball comes loose. It'll be 1st and goal to go from the 8-yard line on a tremendous effort by Eric T. Newman.
Eric doing what he does best, getting up there and getting his hands wrapped around the ball.
Newman at the tailback position on this play. Rollinson fumbles the ball. Looks like Ty was the only one that really knew that it was on the ground, so hopefully he got it. And And no official.
Panthers ball.
And they say it's the Panthers ball as Ty and one of the Panthers still struggling over possession of the ball. And the Panthers are able to recover the fumble down at the 5-yard line on a missed snap from center. No, they say the Tigers have the ball. Timeout, Tigers, as they have the ball at their own 5-yard line. First and goal on the fumble. 1 minute remaining. We'll be right back with more Tiger football.
Phil Helmer of Felmer's Automotive Clinic in Oak Grove is an enthusiastic sponsor of Oak Grove Tiger football. And if your vehicle needs help getting to those Tiger games, come by Felmer's 12-bay clinic for the best service around. An ASA member, Felmer...
The ball at their own 5-yard line, first down. And there seems to be some confusion on the part of the officiating crew. And we're waiting on the officials to start play here. And they say no, it'll be second down. There you go. I started to say it really shouldn't be first down because it had to change possession.
That's right.
So it's second and goal to go from just outside the 5-yard line. Tiger offensive unit having handled the ball very crisply so far tonight with that one fumble, but it was recovered. Rollinson throws for Kraft. Touchdown! Oak Grove on the completion to Montellis Kraft.
Good
number
job
1
by Montellis.
on a quick toss over there to the left side. And the Tigers will attempt the extra point to tie the score with 57 seconds remaining in the first half.
Not sure what all went on down there following that mishandled snap, Roy, but a big, big play for the Tigers to retain the ball.
So the Tigers will attempt the extra point here. Difficult snap, but Ty handles it well, and it's good. The score is tied 21-21 with only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Back at Tiger Stadium. 57 seconds remain in the half. Score is tied 21-21 as Willie Pepmiller kicks the ball, and it goes out of bounds at the 9-yard line, drifting left a little farther than Willie intended, and I'm sure the Panthers will probably elect to take it on the... No, they say kick it again. Well, that's a mistake. But if they want us to kick it again, we will. They'll back him up 5 yards, let him try it again.
Sure, they're probably thinking if they at least get their hands on the ball, they get a chance to run back. Only 57 seconds left. We'll see.
Willie will have the opportunity to kick the ball again from the 35-yard line and should be able to get it out of play down there without too much difficulty.
Number 29, DeMichael Dizer, back deep.
Along with number 22,
Ryan Hammock.
And the officials have not yet provided a football for this kickoff, but here it comes. Sterlington Panther fan club in full swing this evening, as they certainly did not expect to have this sort of success early in this game. And Willie gets off a real good kick. It'll be fielded at the 5 and fumbled again. Now, boys, let's see if we can stop this one. And he's still on his feet. Come on, guys, wrap up. Finally brought down at the 27-yard line by Lance Tyson and Luke Lancaster. He was hit 3 times, and nobody got a hold of him. They just bumped off of him. That special teams unit has got to learn to hit them square and hang on. And they're hitting him in the chest instead of at the knees. You can't do that.
Just not wrapping up and finishing off the tackle like we know they are capable of doing.
46 seconds showing on the clock. Panthers have the ball at the 27. They give it to Hurtado. He's got room. Bankston and Puckmiller save the touchdown. Down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 20 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Hurtado just shot the gap there, got by a line and by the middle linebacker and got in the defensive secondary. There's a foot race, and Willie and Ryan was able to run him down.
Well, it's timeout, Oak Grove, with 38 seconds showing on the clock. Vic wants to tell them, boys, you cannot let these guys score again. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Roy, we was talking during the break, our defensive line just struggling with trying to shut down this powerful running offense of the Sterlington Panthers.
And it's the keeper again, but Nick Dooley. No, it's Brandon Johnson.
Brandon Johnson collared him and brought him down.
Number 3, Brandon Johnson, able to make the stop after a gain of 7 on the play, down to the 46-yard line of the Tigers. And the Panthers want timeout. 27 seconds left in the first half. We'll be right back. We're back here at Oak Grove after the Sterlington timeout. They have the ball 2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line of the Tigers. 27 seconds remaining in the first half. The score is tied 21 to 21. Justin Rawls, the quarterback for the Panthers, coming up with all the big plays so far tonight. Looks to throw, has no one, finally gets it away. It's intercepted and fumbled.
Goodness.
Lance Tyson couldn't hang on.
Lance doing a good job.
Incomplete pass.
Lance doing a good job reading the pass, stepping in front of the receiver, and almost, Roy, if he'd have got his hands on that ball and maintained his footing, it wasn't nothing but green turf in front of him and the goal line.
Well, it's a gain of a foot on the play after a generous spot. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4 from the 45-yard line of the Tigers. 21 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Panthers looking to score here late in the first half. And Willie able to hang on. Brings up 4th down at the 45-yard line. A good job that time by Willie Pepper.
Give Willie
stop that
big credit for shooting the gap and getting a hand on the foot and just hanging on for dear life and bringing the guy down with one hand.
Timeout on the field, and the Panthers going to try for the 4th down conversion. We'll be back with the conclusion of the first half in just a moment.
I hope this finds you. I think of you.
4th down and a long 2, about 3 yards. Fernando Hurtado.
I don't believe he got it, Roy.
I believe he got the first down, but that's all he got. 9 seconds showing on the clock as the play is blown dead to move the chains. First down, Panthers.
The clock.
Fernando Hurtado.
Clock will start when they get the stake set.
And the clock begins to run. And he spikes the ball to stop the clock with 4.2 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Panthers will have a moment here to regroup. They'll get off one play here to end the half. My guess is that it'll be Justin Rawls. They'll probably go over the left side this time because of the ball being over here on the right side of the field, give him a little more running room. And the Tiger defense should be able to read it. And they send, well, no, they're going to come right because they're sending 3 men to the left. They have to go out there to cover him. I hope the boys are ready. Now he's going to throw. He just Hail Marys the ball. Willie trips the guy. Warren gets a flag in the backfield. Personal foul. Roughing the passer against Warren Cagle. That'll bring the ball back. They'll get another chance, I guess, won't they?
They will get another shot.
Willie got by with a trip down there in the defensive backfield. A little step off 15 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 26, I'm sorry, with no time remaining.
We'll probably see a repeat of what we just saw. They've got to get the ball in the end zone. They can't afford to fall short.
They send the 3 men wide to the left. And Rawls works out of the shotgun. Throws deep. He will not be there. And the score is tied, 21-21, as the Sterlington Panthers came out strong in the first half, Steve.
Yeah, they showed they were ready to play. They come back out the second half, a lot of emotions on both sides of the field. We'll see what happens, Roy.
And McLeod kicks the ball deep. Newman will field it at the 5. Eric Newman is at the 15 and the 20. He's caught at the 21-yard line by a swarm of Panthers. So the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from the 21.
Good coverage on that kickoff for the Panthers.
The first half, exciting half of football as both teams score 3 times. The Panthers scoring on long plays, and the Tigers scoring on 2 short ones and 1 long one.
And mostly running plays, Roy. We're not used to that.
Here comes Guy Smith up the middle, a gain of 4 down to the 25-yard line goes Guy Smith.
Number 1, Mark McLeod, in there for the tackle for the Panthers.
McLeod all over the field tonight on defense, playing out of the middle linebacker position. And the Panthers defensive unit wanting a big stop here against the Tigers here early in the third quarter, the first part of the second half. Rollinson looks left, caught from behind, struggles out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
Ty just couldn't get loose of that grasp. They had his tail, T-shirt tail, and slowed him down just enough for the Panthers to swarm him and bring him down.
Pretty good hold developed that time over there on the left side.
Yeah, look down this roster. There's I only count 10 seniors on this Panther team. They're going to be a force to reckon with. Of course, they'll be in their new stadium next year. A lot of pride in that. Going to be tough to deal with over the next year or 2.
Should pick up a good bit of enrollment when they move into their new facilities. And that would be Drew Sullivan.
Drew getting the first down.
First down with a gain of 5 yards out to the 35-yard line goes the little fullback for the Tigers.
Drew wouldn't dare let on, but I can to detect just a little bit of a limp in that trot back to the huddle. He twisted his ankle early in the first half of last week's game and had to come out. And he's been sitting up healing this week. We'll see if he's got any strength in that ankle.
To give us to Newman. Newman hit in the backfield by number 63, Jesse Mathis. Offensive lineman for the Panthers. A flag on the play.
It may be holding.
Against the Tigers. The blocker trailing that play was hanging on for dear life to the man that made the tackle. It's amazing they can see that hold. They just can't see them when it goes the other direction.
Yeah, well, we've gotten, the referees have gotten a lot of criticism on both sides tonight. It just depends, I guess, on what perspective you hold, if you agree with the call or not. But that time it was pretty obvious. I think Bob Elliott had gotten beaten by his man, and he was doing his best to try to protect Eric and got called for the holding penalty.
So a 10-yard penalty makes it 1st down and 20 from the 25 on the holding call. That makes it a little tougher, Steve, when you got to pick up 20 for a 1st down. And the Tigers send Newman wide to the right. Johnson to the left. And he's still on his feet. Oh, my, did he get lucky? No, unlucky. Pulled down about the 6-yard line. A loss of 14 on the play. They'll mark it at the 8-yard line, so a loss of 12. That'll bring up 2nd down and 42.
Ty scrambling for his dear life there, trying to get a little breathing room so he could find somebody downfield, at least throw the ball away, but just couldn't quite get past the grasp of those pursuing Panthers.
Good penetration that time on the part of the Panthers, and caught Ty back there with nowhere to go and nobody to help. So, after a holding penalty and a sack, the Tigers are deep in their own territory on 2nd down, needing to get to the 45-yard line for a 1st down. Newman makes the reception. Lots of traffic. Makes it out to the 15-yard line before being tripped up. So it'll be 3rd down and 30 from the 15.
Good call, Roy. Crossing pattern with Eric coming across to make the reception and trying to make something happen, but those Panthers were pursuing heavily, and they just weren't to be beaten on that play.
8:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Score is still tied. Oak Grove with the ball at their own 15-yard line. 3rd down, and could we say long?
Yeah.
30 yards to go. And he throws it high and deep. Newman has the ball at the 50-yard line. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Dragged down by number 29, DeMichael
Dizer, that's their return specialist. No flags on the play. It's a clean reception. Exceptional throw by Ty Rollinson to Eric Newman.
Oh,
big play, Roy.
My. 80-yard pass play down to the 5-yard line goes Eric T. Newman on a pass from Ty Rollinson. 35 yards in the air. And another 45 yards on the ground.
This is a new set for our offense, Roy, that they've been practicing
Rollinson
this week.
Keeps the ball, lunges forward to the 4-yard line, and the Panthers say nothing doing, not this time.
Coach Dalrymple's been practicing some new plays with a new offensive set. I think he calls it trips left or trips right, depending upon which direction we're going.
So the Tigers are 2nd down and goal to go from the 4. 21-21 is the score. Halfway through the 3rd quarter of play, Rollinson brings them up to the line, gives the ball to the fullback, and it's a touchdown. Luke Lancaster coming out of the fullback position scores for the Tigers on a 4-yard run.
Well, Roy, give credit to the coach for that drive. Play calling that made things happen when we didn't look like we had anything left to give, and they come through and drive the ball in for a score.
How quickly the tide turns and the momentum shifts.
I guarantee you.
Willie on to attempt the extra point, and it is blocked. So with 6:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter, Oak Grove leads 27-21. We'll be right back.
Phil Helmer.
Three of the Tigers' defense laying on the ground back there looking stupid. Man, that is pitiful, fellas.
The
Ryan Hammock, the receiver, fumbles the ball, finally picks it back up there on top of him. When he gets the ball, he just runs right through the middle of him. Nobody lays a hand on him.
breaks through the line and got plenty of running room because the line is broken down at that point. Then the rest of the receivers have to collapse the line and close in and try to catch up with him.
1st and 10 from the 25 come the Panthers. And it's a keeper. Johnson able to read it. A gain of about 3 on the play down to about the 28-yard line.
Brandon Johnson, middle linebacker, doing a good job of reading that play and staying in position to to bring the quarterback down.
So it's second down and 8 from the 28. Tiger defense hopefully got that little play solved in their minds. Hurtado up the middle for a gain of about 8 on the play. Flags being thrown everywhere.
Emotions running high, Roy.
And the flag is at the 39-yard line, and they act like that is significant. And it is personal foul on the defense.
Somebody apparently said something to Danny Pardon that he didn't appreciate, and he let him know about it.
So a 15-yard penalty down to the 50-yard line goes the ball. 15 yards and a foot. I'm not sure about that penalty marking off.
They get bonus points for personal
Last
fouls.
week at Parity, I saw him mark off a 12-yard penalty right in the middle of the field. I've never heard of a 12-yard holding penalty. But So, first down from midfield come the Panthers. And the give is to Hurtado again. This time he'll only gain a couple. Actually 1 yard down near the 52-yard line as Gwynn and Hopkins catch him there, 67 and 64 respectively.
These are a couple of small backs. I think one reaches all the way up to about 5'4", and the other one's about 5'8", but they got low center of gravity, and it's just hard to bring them down.
Hard to gather them up. Second down and 8. Rawls, the quarterback, gives to Davis. Davis over the left side. Down at the 45-yard line is Mark Davis, number 25.
Keith Moffitt, number 77, wrapping him up, bringing him down for the Tigers.
So that'll be third down and 5 from the 45. Injury timeout on the field will be 5-yard line. Tigers jump offside. Offside against the Tigers. That'll bring it down to the 40, and with a generous spot, it'll be a first down. First down at the 40-yard line are the Panthers after the offside penalty against the Tigers. And I don't know what they're so anxious to do, but I hope they bow up here and stop this Panther offense right quick. The give is to Hurtado. He gets 2 down to the 38 before being stopped.
A slew of Tigers in there for the Tigers. 64 Bradley Gwynn and 67 Carter Hopkins.
Holding up second down, 9 yards to go.
And the Tigers desperately need to get some confidence back in this defensive squad.
Figured out what's wrong here, Roy. We got a full moon.
There is a full moon just barely peeking out of the clouds over there across the way. Second down and a long 8. And it's a keeper. Oh, my. Wide open is for, oh, that's a clip.
Oh, my
That's a clip.
Yeah, they caught that one, I believe. That'll come back.
Josh Bonner, number 88, saving the Tigers there with a clip at the 20-yard line. They'll march off 15 from right there. That'll bring it back to the 35. What was obviously not only a first down, but much, much more than that.
They just flat fooled us on that, and Roy, I'm not even sure. I didn't even pick it up. I don't know how the back got out there without being detected, but Coach Dalrymple giving our defensive backs a coaching lesson. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
So a net gain of 4 on the play will bring up third down and 4 yards to go. So it's second down with 3 minutes play. And the Panthers prepare to try to do that again, I'm sure.
We'll see that again before the game's over.
2 men wide to the left, and Rawls stumbles but is able to get the ball off to Davis before he goes down. Davis down to the 20 or the 31. Bring up 3rd and short.
Ryan Gregory and Carter Hopkins in for the Tigers on that play to stop Hurtado.
They are in 2-down territory here, so the Tigers will need to stop them twice in order to regain possession. A little over 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter as Sterlington sets, gives the ball to Hurtado. He has the first down, breaks free, and is tackled by Lance Tyson at the 15-yard line. First down, Sterlington.
These guys just won't go down with an arm tackle. They're going to have to hit them square and hold on for dear life until they get some help. These guys may be small, but they're so low to the ground, they just got so much power in their legs and just drive through that line. Once they break through the initial line, then they clear out for the gain.
So the Tiger defense challenged once again to hold the Panthers out of the end zone. Hurtado is the ball carrier. Goes left this time. Picks up 4 yards down to the 11-yard line.
Carter Hopkins and Bradley Gwynn doing a good job of getting around there this time and locking on to the running back and bringing him down.
Excellent blocking by the Panther offensive line, evidently, as they pick up 3-4 yards every single time that they put the ball.
Yeah, we haven't seen a team run on our defense like this this year, so they must be doing a good job up front.
And the Rawls keeps. And Brandon Johnson and Nick Dooley knock him out of bounds at the 1. First down, goal to go. Well, Steve, they haven't had any trouble yet gaining 2 yards.
No, they've got 4 shots at it this time. Unless they make a mistake, it's going to be a hard battle to keep them out.
And the Panthers give the ball to Hurtado. And he dives forward, and they say he did not break the plane. So it'll be 2nd and goal from inches away, as the middle of the defensive line able to hold that time.
Best thing we can hope for here is to get a good jump on the count and maybe disrupt the transfer from the center to the quarterback, try to cause a fumble.
And the give is to Hurtado.
Yeah,
he dives in easily and ties the ball game at 27 with 17 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Sterlington sends on number 58, Doug Nielsen, to attempt the extra point. If they make this, they go up by 1. Here at the end of the 3rd quarter, Tiger defense unable to stop this Sterlington Panther offense so far tonight. And it's no good. So the score remains tied, 27-27. We'll be right back. Eric T. Newman right up the gut. Down at the 30-yard line is Eric Newman with a 25-yard return. 12 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter as the Tigers take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Steve, the Tigers don't necessarily need to worry about scoring quickly because the ball will not change possession at the end of the quarter. They'll just swap ends of the field and go the other direction.
got that deja vu feeling. Our cameraman pointed out this is very similar to the Farmville game a couple weeks ago.
Certainly is. Rollinson brings the Tigers to the line. Fumble. Sterlington recovers. The give was to Lancaster. Luke unable to get the ball away from Ty. And Sterlington regains possession of the ball with 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And that is the kind of error that can cost you a ball game.
Well, bad timing. Of course, a fumble turnover like that in a close game, there's never good timing, but certainly at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
And the Panthers look to throw. Oh! I don't think Nick looked up. If he'd looked up, he could have had that interception.
He probably could have had it.
Pass intended for Josh Bonner. Incomplete. Second down. 10 yards to go from the 32 with 2.8 seconds. Showing on the clock here in the third quarter. This will be the last play of the quarter.
Sterlington looking for that quick score while they've got the momentum to try to build on that momentum, keep it going.
Panthers. Rawls pulled down from behind by Ryan Gregory.
Good job by Ryan Gregory to get back there and break that up.
The third quarter of play with the score tied, 27-27. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after these words from our sponsors. Back at Tiger Stadium for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Score is tied 27-27 as the Panthers have the ball at the 32-yard line, 3rd and 10. There goes Mark Davis around the right side. Dooley catches him down at the 17-yard line, first down. Sterlington. Mark Davis.
This Sterlington team comes in tonight, Roy, ranked number 6 in the state. Of course, Oak Grove ranked number 1. Probably a little bit better team than what the sports writers give credit.
Well, what we've seen tonight is much better, but I don't know. You know, they really haven't played anyone yet other than OCS, and were beat late in the ball game. Hurtado gains a yard on the play down to the 16, 2nd down and 9. And OCS had to come from behind to win that one.
Yeah, and then after the OCS game, of course, they played Homer, 28-0 score there. Arcadia, they shut them out 46-0. Then last week they played Caldwell, 3-8 school, beat them 41-7. So they haven't had any real tough competition, but they're showing a lot tonight.
And the pitch to 22, Ryan Hammock. Picks up about 5 yards on the play, down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Brandon Johnson getting over there real quick to shut him down, deny him the touchdown.
Well, the Tigers need to stop them here, if at all possible, in order to prevent Sterlington from regaining momentum here in the fourth quarter. Rawls throws. He has Hurtado. Nobody there. Touchdown, Panthers. 33-27 is your score with 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. Sterlington on the board again.
I told you we'd see that play again. That's that same play they called back on the clip over here, I believe, where the tailback slips out there undetected.
Well, we saw it, and it worked.
It worked again.
So they'll line up here for a 2-point conversion attempt. And I don't know why they haven't been doing that all night. They haven't had any problems getting in from that area so far this evening. Well, now they'll get to try it from half of that distance as the Tigers jump offside again. Very unusual for the Tiger defense to look this undisciplined.
Well, I think it's just
sure what's going on.
I think it's just energy. They're pumped. They've never been challenged quite like this. Well, other than Farmville, I guess. But as far as on the line, they've never been challenged like this, and they're getting a little anxious on the snap count.
So they'll line up to try it again from inside the 2-yard line. And Rawls keeps, dives in, gets the 2-point conversion. So Sterlington leads 35-27 with 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. We'll be back with more Tiger football in just a moment.
Deli Mart Complex, Oak Grove.
Kicking off for the Panthers is Mark McLeod, number 1. Back deep, Smith and Newman. Wind in his face. McLeod gets off a high one. Newman fields it at the 8. Comes up the middle of the field. Met there by by number 86, Joshua Edwards. And it's down at the 28-yard line. A return of 20 yards by Eric Newman. And the Tigers will have 1st and 10 from the 28. The fumble to Lancaster, I think Ty was thinking faking the handoff, and Luke was thinking taking the handoff, and they have got to get their signals together. We have a 1-back set now with Newman split wide to the right, Johnson to the left. The give is to Lancaster. Down to the 30-yard line goes Luke Lancaster. A gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Sterlington faithful here in force this evening. Great crowd on both sides of the field for a wonderful game of football on a Thursday night in Oak Grove.
These Panther fans smell a little blood, I believe.
Smelling a little Tiger blood, aren't they? Tigers have the ball 2nd and 8 from the 30. Same set as before. Newman gets the toss, catches the ball. He's being ridden. Down to the 47.5-yard line goes Eric Newman. 1 man on his back and 1 on his ankle. Great second effort by Eric T. Newman. 1st down, Oak Grove. They reset the down markers, and it'll be 1st down with 9 minutes remaining in the ball game. Oak Grove trails by 8. Rollinson under center. Takes the snap and is hit immediately by big number 36, 220-pound defensive end Donald Flintroy. A loss of 3 on the play. He's 2nd and 13 from the 45.
He came in untouched, Roy, number 36. Flintroy, we hadn't called his name very much, and I don't know where he's been. He's a big old boy.
The only other time that we've called his name was roughing the passer earlier in the game. So the Tigers working from the same offensive set. Rollinson to throw. He has
Derek wide open.
Oh, get under Derek. He drops the ball.
Goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Nothing but daylight for Eric Newman. And he can't hang on to the football. 3rd and long. Long 13.
I don't know. I guess he got disoriented. He had his guys beat by 3 or 4 steps, and The ball was over his right shoulder. He was looking over his left shoulder. When he swapped to look around, I guess he just lost contact with the ball for a split second there.
So the Tigers need a big play here. And it's a blitz all the way. He gets the ball away. Newman makes the catch, but is down at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. That'll bring up 4th down and 4. So Coach Dalrymple sends on the punting unit. Rather than give the Tigers or give the Panthers possibility of great field position, he sends on the punting unit. High snap. Willie brings it down and gets it away. Good punt. They need to get on it. Catch it, Lance. There you go. And it is down at the 1-inch line.
Oh, my goodness.
As Lance Tyson tosses it back out and Brandon Moody falls on it.
That was
tremendous punt and a great effort by the special teams unit to get it down there at the goal line.
That's the way you draw it up.
And Sterlington will have a hard time bringing it out of there, hopefully, with 7.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Sterlington has the ball at the 0-yard line.
Talking about strength of schedule, Roy, the Oak Grove team is power rating is at 17.2, ranked 3rd in the state. Sterlington 15.8, ranked 5th, tied with Port Sulphur.
The Panthers give the ball to Hurtado, the meat and potatoes man, and he's buried by Willie Pepmiller after a gain of 1 out to the 1-yard line.
Big defensive series for the Tigers here.
That was Davis on the carry. So we've got 2nd down and 8 from the 2. 7 minutes remaining. Sterlington leads 35-27. They look to throw, and they throw it. Well covered. Tyson unable to hang on. Had the interception at the 27-yard line and couldn't hang on.
Good
Those
job
are the kind that keep you up all night, as Lance had it right in his hands, sort of like Eric T. on that pass a while ago.
Give him credit, though. He had good position on his receiver. Never was distracted by the receiver, and tough catch over the shoulder, over the back of your shoulder like that.
Especially for a cornerback. 7 minutes left. 3rd down and 8 from the 2. Sterlington, having converted successfully on several 3rd down plays, but Davis this time.
Good job.
Oh,
Willie.
my. Willie thinks he has the safety, but they do not get it to him. So it'll be 4th and 10 from the goal line, as Willie is able to shoot in there and stop that play immediately.
Willie read that real well.
Silences the Sterlington crowd as they'll have to punt out of their end zone. Josh Bonner on to do the punting. Newman set up at about the 27-yard line to receive. Bonner gets the punt away. Newman will be able to, well, he says, I'm not going to grab it. And one of the Sterlington Panthers, number 14, Derek Davis, pulls it down at the 25-yard line, and the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Panthers.
Well, there goes the second guessing on the punt decision, Roy, down here with 4th and 5. As it turns out, a good move. Gives us good field position on our defensive hold, and Tigers will get a chance here to tie the score back up.
6 minutes remaining in the ball game. We go back to Newman in the backfield. And he gets the ball, and he's up the middle. Eric Newman down the left side, turns it back in. And he's brought down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal to go at the 9. 6 minutes remain as the Tigers run the ball successfully that time.
Eric's just a glutton for punishment. He refuses to go down, and now he's going to take a breather. I don't know if he was shaken up or...
He's got... The boy scratched him pretty bad trying to strip the ball away, and Drew Sullivan comes in. Tigers will set up here, first down and goal to go from the 9. Sullivan and Lancaster in the backfield. This is the way we started the season. Robinson keeps, turns it back in, and picks up a couple of yards. 5.5 minutes remaining. That'll be second and goal to go from the 8. The Tigers have three more opportunities here from the 8-yard line. Anxious to get in the end zone and try to even this thing back up. Sullivan off, Newman back in. Montellis Kraft wide to the left. You know, we scored on a play to Montellis earlier in the game. Robinson pitches the ball to Newman going left. Newman up the middle inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Goes Eric T. Newman, a gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up third down and 4.
Just that option play to the left. Ty choosing to flip the ball out to Eric, and from there it's all Eric.
And the Tigers looking much better here in the fourth quarter offensively after that fumble late in the third quarter really took the wind out of their sails, and the Panthers turned it into a touchdown. Rollinson takes the ball under center and pitches to Newman. Eric Newman on his feet. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
On a great second effort by Eric Newman. 3 defenders hanging all over him. 4 minutes remaining as the Tigers score. That makes it 33-35. And the Tigers have to go for 2, Steve.
Just have to go to, you can't give...
Even if you don't get it, you still have to score again to go ahead. Right. You have to go for the tie.
Can't say enough about Eric Newman and just the incredible performance. Second effort, third effort, determination to get that ball in the end zone.
A lot of intensity in the game this evening on both sides of the ball. Rollinson throws the ball, it's deflected. And the extra point fails. So the Tigers trail 33-35 with 4 minutes remaining in this ball game. We'll be back with more Tiger football in just a moment.
The Western Auto Store.
Willie prepares to kick off with 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. 35-33 is the score. Sterlington leads. DeMichael Dizer fields the ball at the 8 and brings it out to the 18. He'll mark it at the 19-yard line. An 11-yard return on the kick. Sterlington will take over first and 10 at the 19. Time for this Tiger defense to unravel this mystery.
Well, we'll see what this Tiger defense is made of. 3 minutes and 52 seconds to stop this Panther offense, get the ball back, and get down with another score to seal the victory.
Hurtado, the ball carrier. Down to the 21-yard line goes Fernando Hurtado. A gain of 2, second down and 8. As the Panthers unable to break through the line that time, still pick up 2 yards.
Willie came up lame on that play. He's still hobbling a little bit.
The give is to Davis. Willie's going to catch him. Nick Dooley hits him just as Willie catches him, and he's down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 20 on the play. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 41. Mark Davis on a delay over the left side.
Willie forgot all about that pain in his ankle, managed to run him down and catch up with him. Nick Dooley joining up with him to make the tackle. This is the series that counts right here, Roy. We've got to hold them on this series of downs and get the ball back.
2:45 left in the ball game. Sterlington leads Oak Grove 35-33. Sterlington. And caught in the backfield is Rawls. Warren Cagle. Rawls able to lunge forward for 2.5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down along 7 as the clock continues to roll. And Sterlington watching the clock and taking their full 25 seconds.
Yeah, this is real
before
similar.
The snap of the ball.
Real similar to what we did to Farmville a couple of weeks ago. It's not nearly as much fun on the receiving end.
Sterlington offense wisely waiting till the very last second to snap the ball. Once again, Rawls is the ball carrier. Once again, he lunges forward to midfield, just across midfield, 3rd down and 1.
I believe they're going to have to. No, he's short.
So the Tigers have 2 chances to stop the Panthers here at midfield, as they are in 2-down territory, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Unless they take a big loss on this one, which isn't likely the way they've been moving the ball on the ground.
No, we need a turnover here.
And it's a 1st down, Sterlington. As Davis goes up the middle, gains 4 yards, or 5 yards rather. Down to the 45-yard line, 1st down. So with 56 seconds remaining, Sterlington, barring a fumble, has upset the Oak Grove Tigers 35-33, as they'll be able to burn the clock by taking the knee. And barring a fumble on the snap, they will come up victorious here tonight. And the Oak Grove Tigers coming into this undefeated after facing some extremely difficult competition and coming out on top. The Tiger defense unable to stop the Panthers tonight. And I really never did see where we were breaking down. I would love to be able to tell you folks why Sterlington was so successful running the ball against us tonight, but I just simply do not know.
Well, you got to give the Sterlington team credit. They've got a couple of hard running backs and a quarterback that's just as gritty as their 2 running backs. They just run hard and play hard.
And Davis gets the ball, so they didn't take a knee. Davis down to the 41. Timeout, Oak Grove. With 49 seconds remaining in the ball game, Oak Grove has timeout. We'll be right back. Panthers, 2nd down and a long 7 from the 41. Risk the running play for some unknown reason. And the ball is down at the 42-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. I really don't know why they're not just taking a knee. Timeout again, Oak Grove. The game clock sets at 45 seconds, and you get 25 seconds to get your play off. There's really no reason.
Well, the clock won't start until the ball snaps, so Oak Grove has burned their final timeout. Is that right?
Probably so.
So conceivably, we could get our hands on the ball one last time if it all falls into place.
Sterlington, 3rd down and a long 7 at the 42-yard line with a 2-point lead and 45 seconds remaining in the ball game. Timeout Sterlington, and the flag is thrown first, and it'll be delay of game called on Sterlington. So they will, false start, they say, as Rawls stands up to call timeout and accidentally moves. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 13 from the 47.
Probably immaterial. The clock is the Panthers' ally at this point, and the Tigers' enemy.
So the Panthers will try to grind down the clock here. They give the ball to Davis, and the little fullback lunges forward for about 5 yards on the play, bringing up 4th down and 8. The clock continues to run. Oak Grove does not have any timeouts left.
Well,
they'll snap the ball with very few seconds remaining.
2 seconds on the clock if they run down to 25 seconds.
And they may be willing to take the delay penalty and snap the ball with only that many seconds remaining. Now they're going to go ahead and snap it. And they give the ball off.
That'll do it.
And that's the ball game. As Sterlington comes to Oak Grove and takes the game by 2 points, 35-33. Well, Steve, Oak Grove has not lost a regular season game in a little over 3 years. This is the first time in a little over 3 years that they've lost a regular season game, and no telling how long since they've lost one at home.
Yeah, the newspaper had the score picked, Oak Grove picked 48-12. I had an uneasy feeling, Roy, that wasn't going to be the case. They've underrated this Sterlington team. Obviously, they played much better than what the newspaper gave them credit, and probably better than what maybe our players anticipated. And they came in here, and you got to give them credit. They ran the ball right down our throat and scored on us 5 times. That's not been done this year, and they won the victory. They earned it.
So Sterlington takes home a big victory here in Class 1A District 5 district competition, and we'll be back next week with the Bernice game at Bernice. The following week, Delta at home, and that is our homecoming, and we encourage all you fans to get out for the games. Well, we appreciate you watching. Say a good word to all of our sponsors, and we appreciate Dale Prine and John Franham on the cameras. I'm Roy Pittmiller with Steve Dooley, and we'll see you next week with Tiger Football.